Hey, this is Jessica. It is March 23rd. I'm here in Franklin, North Carolina, which you can tell because of this sweet motorcycle t-shirt that I'm wearing that I got from across the street. I'm here because, as some of you may know, a couple weeks ago I decided at the very last minute to accompany my brother for the first couple weeks of his 2,000-mile hike on the Appalachian Trail. And it's really been an incredible 2 weeks. We've had some really wonderful moments. Highest point in Georgia, Blood Mountain. We took Slaughter Creek Trail to get there. But I've really been learning a lot. It's been incredible. And what's really been amazing is that during the day, I'm alone with my thoughts, and I'm putting one foot in front of the other, climbing mountains. And if I look up from what I'm doing right here, and I look at what's coming, I'll take one look at that mountain and think, that mountain is too big for me, I just can't do it. And it's easy to get overwhelmed. And so I've really been learning to watch my feet and to watch my breathing and really stay present and just focus on this foot's going here, this foot's going there. And staying in that present state of mind makes the miles fly by. So that's a huge lesson. And then in the evenings I find myself surrounded by this community of people who, although they're very different and from all over America and different walks of life. I met a guy from Germany the other day. They all have in common the fact that they've all chosen to undertake this huge personal challenge, this unconventional challenge that for reasons that a lot of people in their lives, they just can't understand why they would want to do it. And so having, the kind of raw, authentic conversations with these people who are all going through the same challenges individually, it's stretching my thinking even further. It's hugely valuable for my thinking. And what we're all realizing is that while the physical challenge is certainly formidable, the mental part of it is definitely the most difficult and also the most rewarding. So it's been really cool. I feel really grateful for the time that I've been able to be out here. Franklin is actually where I was supposed to stop. I'm supposed to get off the trail now, and I am off the trail right now. Obviously I'm in Franklin, but we're 100 miles in. But a few days ago, like 4 days ago or 5 days ago, we were coming down this treacherous stretch of downhill. It was like 13 miles of rocky, awful downhill. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but that's what it felt like. And my knees were killing me. I was done. I was so done. And then we get to the road, and when we finally get to the road, we're so exhausted, and there's this guy flipping burgers. He's set up camp there to make burgers for passing through hikers. And events like this are referred to as trail magic, because when they happen to you at those moments, you're just so grateful that you could cry. It's a magical thing. It's nothing short of that. So we're sitting around eating burgers, and the guy's name is Peak Seeker. He thru hiked, back in 80-something. So he's going around asking us what our reasons are for hiking the trail. And he gets to me and I say, well, it's my brother's hike. I'm only here for 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm definitely going to come back at some other point, because it's my goal to do this. I'm going to do the whole thing. And he stops what he's doing, and he looks me dead in the eye, and he says, no, you won't. Just like that. Just like there was no other way that it could possibly happen in life. And my first reaction was, you don't know me, but deep down it rang true. I knew that he was right. And if you're new to Shuckit, one of the central tenets is do it now. Do it right now, because this moment will never come again, too often. Anyway, do it right now. But there's so many reasons why I can't keep going on the trail. I can't do it right now. For one, it's my brother's hike, and I really want to be respectful of the vision that he has for it. I don't want to be the little kid sister that tags along and changes it for him, so I want to be respectful of that. In addition, there's so much work that I have to do to move Shuckit forward in the way that I think it could move forward. And there are some key people who are looking to me to be accessible and responsible in that regard, and I can't ignore that. And not to mention the fact that my knees I never thought I'd say this at, you know, not even 25 years old, but they're acting like they belong to an 80-year-old woman. And if I get too far into my head about that pain, I imagine it getting worse and worse and worse, and that I'll just have to quit the trail anyway, and so what's the point? And so the list goes on and on. You know, there are all manner of excuses, valid excuses, for why I just can't do it right now. But I can't help but feel, I can't shake the feeling that the universe is offering me a tremendous opportunity right now that I would be crazy not to seize, not to recognize as how valuable, for the value that it could have. And I also firmly believe that when something is important, there's a way to make it possible. It just has to be important enough. And I just can't shake the feeling that this is important for where I am right now. So I've decided, after much careful consideration and several long conversations with my brother, who probably deserves a medal, to continue on to West Virginia, to Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, which is 10 times what I signed up for. It's just over 1,000 miles, about half the length of the entire trail. I don't want to do the whole one out of respect for my brother's journey, but so today is the first day. My brother went back on the trail. We're splitting up to pursue our own individual hikes, and today is the first day of the video log that I intend to keep of this experience. And I'm going to give you a disclaimer now, it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to be exhausted and dirty and feeling very, very challenged on every level, all the time. And I intend to let those things be visible, you know, despite my own vanities and you know how uncomfortable it is. And you can just thank your lucky stars that smells don't travel through the internet, because that's not going to be pleasant. But my goal in this keeping this honest, gritty video log is to demonstrate how pursuing an experience like this, a challenge like this one, is so valuable for an individual. So get a good look at me now, because this is the cleanest that you'll see me probably for the next couple of months. It'll probably take me till the end of May, maybe a little bit longer. And I'm really excited about it. It's a little bit daunting, a little bit nervous, but I feel really good about it. And so yeah, wish me luck, because I'm sure gonna need it. Also, in addition to providing that window into the value of an experience like this, I'm looking to raise $5 for every mile of mountains that I hike. And with the proceeds from that, I'm gonna fund a Shuckit Dream Proposal Contest and award a few lucky young people who write compelling essays about why shucking their dream is important, with grants to make that possible. And so I'm so excited for that prospect, and any help that you might want to send our way would be so appreciated. Any little bit helps, but to provide you with a little bit of motivation, of incentive, if you will, donations of $50 or more get a free Shuckit t-shirt. Shuckit List t-shirt. And let me just say that they're going to be awesome. Maybe not as awesome as this motorcycle shirt, but you know, we do what we can. And no, it's gonna be great, I'm just saying. So that's it, and off I go. I'm leaving town. I'm on to the trail next. And if you're wondering what my trail name is, it's DK. And maybe in the next post I'll tell you what that means. But for now, see you next week. Have a good one.